Stream has begun. Just alerting people to that. Now's not the time to confess your closest personal secrets, Darby.
I'm doing is just turn off.
Okay, I was gonna say sound went dark. Is bad thing?
Changing the music to something different.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna work hard to get a good session going up for you next week, and then, like I said, I'm announcing this for the benefit of the stream, and pretending we have regular viewers. That basically Belkson is going to become a nebulous filler game.
Well,
it's gonna happen when I get one done.
Yeah, and I understand that that's how that's probably going to be. But wouldn't it be better to just... Because I could take Wednesday, well, and then you could use the extra time to just buff up your resume of material.
The problem with that is that as much as there are lulls in schoolwork, like, I'm not in a position to consistently get things done.
Okay.
So like what I'll just do is I'll just work on it when I can, and I'll have a session ready when I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. Hopefully, Darby can play the third leg Wednesday game matchup, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
1 second here.
I'm gonna shoot for doing a game at least once a month. Hopefully, not even that rarely. It's just a matter of I don't want to be held to promises that make me stay up late and.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
By the way, I know I kind of mentioned it, did it a little bit, but I got my mace in the mail finally.
Cool.
You have a mace, so yeah, you have a mace.
It is a full-fledged 16th century full steel Germanic mace, and I tested it on a defective waffle iron from work.
Huh.
It suddenly flows through my mind, like some blacksmith in the 16th century sat down. It probably was relatively mundane for him to do this, to make a mace. And he made a mace, and the mace, he could never have imagined that someday this mace would be in the hands of someone 400 years in the future. Like, do you think it ever occurred to him that the mace would still exist in 400 years? And that
it's actually a recreation. It's not authentic.
Well, fuck!
It would not be on Amazon if it were.
I guess that makes sense. I can't argue with that.
But
you're not gonna stick it at a waffle iron if it's a relic. It's Indiana Jones is gonna come grab it from you.
Mm. I mean, I wouldn't. If it's lasted this long and there's no reason to think it's fragile, I don't see any reason not to use it on a waffle iron.
But you see, the funny thing is that I was reading reviews because I was considering getting the one by the company Cold Steel. But the thing is, while all their other weapons are fine, the mace they created is a piece of shit.
It just occurred to me I need to go grab something, so I'll be right back.
All right. So
Cold
the mace
Steel usually does good work.
Thing is that the mace they produce has several issues. The welds, from what I've been told, have been consistently shoddy, and the handle is hollow.
That's a really weird decision.
Oh, yeah. The mace they make is super cheap. This one, however, is completely solid.
Is it? Hold on. Heavy? Yeah.
Is it heavy?
It's heavy enough. Like, I imagined it actually being heavier, but it's still, decently heavy.
Okay, so it's a wooden handle though, right?
Full metal.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
All right, I'm back.
But yeah, so it's pretty nice. I can send the page with all the details and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
Like how there's a thing for gifts for Valentine's Day. Frickin', could you imagine sending someone a medieval mace for Valentine's Day?
I have been fucking bombarded with condomats on YouTube as of late. And it's
bought condoms because I'm dating, but I understand.
At least you figured that out, so that's good.
And it's like you're wasting your time, bro.
Why?
Because I'm fucking single and will not be having the sex on this day.
You never know.
I mean, that's not always what condoms are for. So
you got the Tinder or the Grinder or whatever.
And I also have the homework, so.
Okay. Well, you have an encounter. You're gonna have a burst of productivity. It'll balance out.
Or you might be doing homework and you just happen to start fantasizing about the subject of the homework. I'm sorry.
I mean, in the Greek mythology class, that can legitimately happen.
Yeah.
The golden Adonis fucking Zeus fucks everything. So
well, no, not Zeus. He's an asshole. But I mean, some like Hermes has kind of this roguish charm to him, and he doesn't rape the. I'm not that far. I'm not done with the Metamorphoses. He probably does rape someone eventually, but he is much less rapey in his approach to when he finds a girl that he thinks is hot, he asks for her hand in marriage. Admittedly, asks her sister and not her, but we don't learn that she was kicking and screaming about it, which is so she still has a much better record than the others do. Also, just sort of the concept of a satyr is hot, as are, various, most of the Greek heroes. And there are just various, characters, male and female, but honestly mostly male, whose defining characteristic is that they're extremely physically attractive. Like Narcissus, or Narcissus, but also Hermaphrodites, from before he became a hermaphrodite. Which actually, in Ovid, it's not outlined, that aspect of the consequence, I don't think. I might be completely wrong in misremembering it. But yeah. Ovid...
To be fair, I think Athena's pretty cool, except in fucking Smite. Athena is the weirdest fucking thing to play in the MOBA Smite.
I don't know. Athena's got some really good shit about her in there.
I mean, all of them are kind of dicks, really. Like, there's... They come on a sliding scale, so, I would say that, Juno/Hera is definitely the worst Greek god. In terms of being evil. She is much worse than Zeus. Because at the end of the day, Zeus rapes people, but Hera then punishes them for being raped. And generally in ways that are worse than the initial rape. And Athena has done the same thing, just only the once. In terms of good guys, there's Prometheus, mostly, and and there's like, I don't know, Hermes, like I said, Hermes hasn't done anything that bad yet that I've encountered. He once, worst thing I've yet encountered him doing is the first thing he does as he emerges from the womb is steal shit, because he's the god of thieves. And so he immediately goes to steal Apollo's cattle. I think there's another reason why besides just that he is the god of thieves. But it has a lot to do with that as well. So there's a guy who's watching over them, and he bribes the guy to not say anything. And then the guy's called Battus. I remember that very well from the flashcard. And Battus Hermes then, for no other reason other than just like a random act of entrapment, walks up to Battus and is like, hey, do you know what happened to these cattle? I'll give you another cow. Though he doesn't admit that it's him. I'll give you a cow if you say it. And Battus is like, yeah, Hermes did it. And then Hermes is like, fuck you, I'm the same guy. Now I'm gonna turn you into a rock.
God, that sounds like the punchline to a shitty joke.
Well, I mean, you got to test if somebody's gonna fuck you over, right?
But what was it? This is all making me want to play God of War again, but all I have is 3, which makes me really sad.
I remember playing the first one, like getting stuck, taking a break, and then coming back and being like, oh, that's where
you can get stuck in the first one pretty bad if you don't know what to do. By the way, also, there's no fucking invisible walls, guard railings, certain sections, so you can die by getting knocked off the stage in one, which led to a lot of infuriation on my part. But oh man, just the amount of the pantheon that you just carve through in that entire series is downright monumental. One of the only gods that you directly encounter that doesn't get killed is Aphrodite, and that's just because, Kratos, I don't want to fight you, I want to...
Yeah. That's... yeah. Do you get to kill Hera?
Yes, she insults fucking Pandora because plot importance, and Kratos gets daughter issues because of it, and he's straight up Darth Vader's her ass, grabbing her one-handed by the throat and snaps her neck with his single hand.
So this isn't a boss fight, it just happens in a cutscene?
She's drunk in it's one of the mazes of Greek mythology that's a hedge maze, and you need a gem to get through it and stuff. And she's just like, Kratos, look at what you're doing because you're killing the gods. My beautiful flowers are ruined. Pandora's a whore.
So it's just a cutscene then?
Yeah, it's a cutscene because
that's dumb.
Gods you directly fight. Well, I mean, it's considering the amount of gods you do actually fight in various ways. It's one of the only cutscene deaths. Like it is the only cutscene death to a god. Like, you do actually fight Hermes at one point, and God, he's that ass that you just love the hate and how things go. You don't directly fight him throughout most of the stage. You're actually chasing after him parkour style as he's using his boots to do impossible parkour up vertical surfaces and shit.
That does sound fun. But at the same time, like, that's like you get to kill everyone in Game of Thrones except Joffrey. Like, that's fundamentally wrong that you don't get to kill Hera yourself.
It's funky, but it's mostly just because, like, I guess issues of interpretation, and also because they make it very apparent Zeus is the main baddie. You kill Poseidon and Hades in pretty epic ways, though.
It might also be that they didn't think they could make a woman intimidating, or a woman who's not a battle-oriented person. Which, granted, I don't know how you would make it. I don't know how you would make a boss battle out of Hera. You would have to be really creative.
Persephone.
And I mean, if you could battle, well, Persephone has at least a nature theme though. Like Hera's aesthetic is that she's the goddess of like marriage and family. So I would say like I mean the number one thing she does to people she doesn't like is turn them into things. Though that's just because I've been reading Ovid's Metamorphose, which is about people turning into things. So I don't know how you would make Hera, but I mean you totally could though, like that is a valid attack, is her turning you into things, and you having to deal with being that thing for a little bit while she attacks you, and you don't necessarily have much recourse. Like
getting turned into things as far as attacks go. The only thing that turns you into anything, and as an attack in the game series, is the various Gorgons and stuff. I will admit that would have been an interesting boss fight where, like, I'm getting little flashbacks to God Hand with this, because there is a character that does that in her boss fight. If you get hit with her fucking magical girl wand, you get turned into a chihuahua, and she will mercilessly kick you.
Yeah, Io is the rape victim that Hera turns into a cow. So, like, you can imagine her, she turns you into a cow, and you have to fucking run around and evade her attacks as a cow for a while until it wears off and you can strike at her. Like, you could do the boss battle that way. It would be an interesting change of pace. Hera is also relatively sly and manipulative. So, that could be like her level or her stage, because like she's like the way she deals
definitely
with
her stage.
Yeah, like the way she deals with Dionysus's mother is by tricking her into getting Zeus to swear to kill her. Incidentally, Dionysus's mother managed to have consensual sex with Zeus, which is very impressive.
I'll say that's impressive. Like, what are some other interesting and weird things out of the Pantheon and Mythos? Oh yeah, you perma-kill Prometheus and take a little bit of his power in order to help the Titans.
That's... First, isn't Prometheus a Titan?
He is a Titan, but he's quote-unquote the weakest of them all, despite his regenerative qualities. It's the plot of God of War 2, and I need to remember everything, but you have to go, Gaia is basically all like, oh, hey, Kratos, you got betrayed by Zeus and stuff. Well, we're all imprisoned in one way, shape, or form. You want to help us fuck up Olympus because you're just getting betrayed too much? And Kratos is all like, yeah! And so he climbs out of fucking hell for the second time. Actually, canonically, I'd say the fourth time.
Isn't that the plot of the first God of War, though?
That's part of the plot. That happens later in the game because Ares, using what I can only assume is D&D 3.5 deity rules, throws an entire fucking pillar through Kratos half across the world.
Sounds about right.
Kratos straight up dies. He descends into the realm of Hades, but is all like, no, I gotta get back up there. So he fucking climbs straight up out of there. He even encounters several people he's inadvertently killed and straight up re-kills them, throwing them farther down. It's played for dark comedy in some aspects because he encounters the guy that was stuck inside the Hydra's mouth on one of its teeth, that he was holding the guy just by his necklace, which had the key he needed, and he just fucking breaks the necklace and lets him drop down the dead Hydra's gullet. He encounters the guy and basically does the same thing again.
So, question, is Dionysus in it?
That's a good question. I'd have to see, because
Dionysus is now one of my favorite Greek gods, because Dionysus is basically Nyarlathotep. And and like I read one of the things I had to read for this mythology class is the play called Bacchae, I think it is. Bacchus is the Roman name for Dionysus, I think. Here's the plot of Bacchae. Dionysus comes into a town. He's recently began to exist. He comes into a town, and and he starts recruiting a bunch of worshippers. The women of the town, apparently like most of them, at least the upper class ones, badmouth him. So he drives them insane and sends them out into the forest to fuck around in very Cult of Cthulhu-ish ways. Like ripping animals apart, which is actually a historical thing that the Cult of Dionysus did.
Yep.
And so he, in rational response to this, the king of the city, Pentheus, is like, fuck this religion, which granted, he does go a little too far with the persecution. But, well, not a little too far, he goes way too far. But, he's like, fuck this religion, it's illegal, fuck all you, and he starts trying to suppress it. And Dionysus shows up in person in human guise, and is and drives him insane to get him, basically uses mind control to fake being manipulative and clever, to get him to dress in women's clothing and go out to where the women are reveling, including Pentheus' own mother, and they then rip him apart.
By the way, I checked. Dionysus does not appear anywhere in the series.
That is a wasted. Like I remember, like reading this, I'm like, I felt exactly the way that Lovecraftian horror, like reading The Color Out of Space, makes me feel, and it's like it's overwhelming how much this is totally Nyarlathotep. And honestly, when you consider how out of place he is among the Greek gods, which is why he's so controversial, it's like it doesn't actually make me wonder if Nyarlathotep is real, but it's like that is a really plausible fan theory or something. Like that's something you could totally go somewhere with.
So, not to derail this entirely, but I'd like to roll dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, has Kevin been here this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And me.
Okay. So last time we were outside the guy's web nest thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I had decided we were going to kill him.
Mm-hmm. I was acquiring information.
Yeah. How far along were we in the information acquiring process?
A map was mentioned, but I don't know if Darby wanted to roll that moment back or not.
Finding the map, there isn't too much I could roll back on it, other than not everything is revealed, because it does say that most documents inside here are burned.
Okay. Well, we got whatever documents he could get for us, so that's whatever. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. So if you would like to go forth and attack Leafy Thing, you...
So where is he at this moment?
Up in the treehouse.
Let's see. So.
To be clear, is F like a ladder or something?
Let me see here. Yeah, F is close to a ladder.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I kind of want him down here, so I mean, I would have attacked him while he was
He never came down. He always sent a spider.
Is the whole area webbed or just the 3 squares we can see?
What thing about the area?
Is the whole area webbed?
Just the path up to it, including the ladder
Okay.
to the treehouse.
So, if we have everything we think we need out of the treehouse, I say that if we're going to force him out, the best thing to do is set it on fire.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking about throwing an alchemist fire on the web to lit that on fire to maybe reveal some traps or something.
Yeah, sure. Have at it.
Step 10 foot forward and throw an alchemist fire on the center square.
Okay. As he's doing this, I will cast Magic Fang.
So yeah, let me get to initiative squared up here. Fucking rolling and fucking rocking and fucking rolling. Okay, anyway. Okay, let me grab the Ettercap entry here. My computer's being slow.
Speaking of, I should be getting a computer upgrade in the next month or two.
I need to do that at some point and get a better CPU.
Well, you have a better computer than me currently.
I don't know. The CPU on this thing is almost 10 years old.
Oh, well, definitely not then.
Like, it might have been good in 2008, but fucking now it's just like, ugh. Your cap. Ooh, I might have to look into that later. Anyway, so get this thing's initiative here. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Sending Kevin's character back. Since I don't think, yeah, he's here. Did you roll your initiative? There we go. Better. There we go. So it's not going last.
Almost.
Fire. There we go. We're good. We're good. Okay, so let me get things set up here. All right. Herr Druid, take your turn.
Okay. I guess I'll just take out my sling and ready an action to fire 5-foot stepping here. And as for Marshmallow, he can Marshmallow delay even if I don't?
He can delay if you order him to.
Yeah, I'd want him because Marshmallow, nah, there's not a good thing for him to do at the moment.
All right. Okay.
My Compatriots seem to want you dead. I can't do much about that. Pass.
All right. Agiz.
Yeah, I throw an alchemist fire in this square.
Burning. 1 second. Here. Oh, you just fucking crit that hit.
Yeah.
Damn, son, and max damage. Man. Yeah, you catch it real good. You must have put some fucking manganese in that alchemist fire or something, cause it fucking flash burns as it explodes, and it just lights it all up real good.
Nice.
Yeah, 1 second. Need to get to an adequate sound effect for this. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. So you hear all sorts of clamoring and such, things figuring out what to do, spiders. The spiders trying to make their ways to ya.
Is this a spider swarm?
Arms.
Does the web burn up?
Well, I'm keeping them there because they're currently on fire. They're not going to burn up super immediately.
Yeah, cool.
So these start trying to climb over the bridge to reach you. Cap's turn, not the spider's turn. That'll just be what happens. Fuck it, I'll just put them back. Okay, anyway. So yeah, for the Cap's turn, it's going to attempt to web Mylock. Or no, not Mylock. It's going to attempt to web Snowball.
Okay.
For it. Does an 11 hit Snowball's touch?
I don't think so. I'm correct.
Okay, that misses. Cap misses. Mylock, your turn.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Sorry, I'm muted. I'll switch over to a crossbow, and that'll be my turn. Put away scimitar, take out crossbow.
By the way, if he can web me, we can ranged attack him, right?
Yes. He's poking his head out of a port.
Okay. So would that trigger my ready to action?
What was your ready to action again?
To sling him.
Yeah, you can sling him as he pokes, or as she pokes its thing. Fucking spider face, hit it.
Okay. 20.
Oh, let me see here. What's this thing's AC? Yeah, that hits. Roll your initiative, or not your initiative, your damage.
I have 1d3 here. Are slings modified by strength? Damage? It feels like they should be. In that case, it's +1. So 2 points.
Okay. Damage, good job. Went a bit too far. Okay, spiders will try to move around the burning web at various targets. First, against Snowball.
Okay. This is not a. Is this a giant spider or a swarm?
A giant spider.
Okay.
Double check here. Aha, yes. What's its ability? Oh, that's fucking weak. Wow, I'm surprised. They really. Oh shit, never mind. 20.
Okay. And of course, upon them approaching him, I would want him to attack, though, since his turn is next anyway. You might say to wait till then. 17 is the magic number, so 20 hits.
Here, where's this? Aha, 1d6 and poison. Point of damage.
And
I'm gonna need a fortitude save.
Coming.
You make it. Second one on Agiz.
There's rope there. You might decide if that gives cover or something.
Anyway.
8 is a miss.
Yeah.
Nomeo! Nomeo! Kill these fucking things, Nomeo!
Okay. If I could, so wait. So whose turn is it next? Am I after the spiders?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it is. You did hold your turn. Good point.
If he held his turn, I would want to take it. If not, I'm after the spiders.
Yeah, you're after the spiders since I know you held your original action up until the one guy popped out. So yeah, you're good. You're good. It's gonna be Puppy then Leon.
Okay.
So, 5-foot step and guidance on Kitty. Kitty then, because he has guidance and magic, Fang going for him, so 15 to hit Spider. That's bite, claw.
Let me take a look here. 15. These things have an AC of so and the second claw hit.
Okay. So I'll roll the damage together unless you tell me not to. Leon, do I have a bonus?
Sure, yeah. 1.
$14 between 2 attacks.
Well, son, you just took it the hell out. Well, you knocked it unconscious, but yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
Now it is the good old gnome's turn.
Yes. 5 foot to here and hit the one in the back.
Okay.
Probably not 9. Unless it has a negative AC, that's not gonna work out.
It's a miss. It's a miss.
Yep.
Agiz.
Didn't you skip Kevin?
He said he'd BRB, so I don't know if he's back yet or
Okay,
not.
yeah. 5 feet and throw alchemist fire on this one.
Don't burn the bridge.
Good point. I will do an acid flask then.
That could still burn through the bridge.
Do I think that it will destroy the bridge if I throw something on these?
It wouldn't. If it's acid, it wouldn't destroy it immediately, but you don't want to keep hitting it with acid.
Yeah. Okay, I can throw. Can I see the ether cap in the window?
Yes. If you're able to arc it just right, you could get it in. So
Yep.
I'm gonna. So I'm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. Soft cover.
Yeah. And I have one range increment, so will be 6 points penalty, I think. But I'm throwing a bomb anyway.
Ooh, not one.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it.
The wall next to the window, and yeah, it explodes around there instead.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
web,
that gets
though.
moved to more webs.
That was my turn.
Seems as though shit is a little bit nasty right now. No reason to try and fight tactically, so it is going to climb. You no longer see it. Let me... I'll move it here. Side and attempts to get a geese again.
Yep.
19.
No, you need 21.
Oh, it misses. Druid.
Same thing. Guidance and a full attack. So, bite, claw, and I know all of those hit, and I'll get extra rend damage. So,
Cool.
Dead.
Yeah.
I think.
yes,
Yep.
And if you haven't already, add a point from each of those for me.
I have. And I will. I'll have him step forward, and I'll do so as well, just in the name of pursuing the Ether Cap.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good.
We got its henchman, but it's running away. We don't know exactly where it is.
Okay, where was the last place we saw it?
The treehouse thing.
It seems
Okay,
to have
so
disappeared into the trees or something.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, it's still in the initiative order for a few reasons. So, how many of you delay or want to roll perception checks?
Perception checks are a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yep.
I've got some in there. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say.
That's one. 18. Was the 27 a perception as well?
I believe it was.
Is that was so that's by far the highest. Puppy, the 27 was your perception?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
So it's revealed to you that it's managed to move around top of the web right there.
Okay. I point this out in hopes that that
Okay.
will allow other people to attack it.
Yeah, I can hit that. 23 to hit?
Yes.
Okay, take
Very
2.
yes. Seems to have made a good impression.
Oh, sorry. It's, not 2, it's 7.
You deal a fair amount of damage to it. Agiz.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Yep.
So 1 increment, and I'm throwing Alchemist Fire at it.
Ooh, boy!
Boom!
Shit, sir! Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Special bronze.
The fire fucking explodes in this thing's face and seriously wounds it.
Good to hear.
Damn well done. Very damn well done. More of the web on fire, and you see a humanoid body that is wrapped up in web kind of drops down onto the shoreline from the webs burning. Now it's its turn. It's pissed. It's going to attempt to shoot you, Agiz, with its crossbow.
Yeah, AC 21.
My lock.
All right. So what are these still flaming or webs, or what are the
I'm gonna say that the webs are done burning now. I'll get rid of them. Left are cinders. And ashes. I've run off the rails. Get rid of these guys because no more spikers.
that'll be there.
I will say it's 30 feet up in the air.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
And it's on more webs.
Which are burning, which means that next turn it's going to have to make a save, otherwise it's going to drop down.
Okay.
Okay, so then that changes my actions considerably. 1d20 plus 6. I miss moving on.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna give Marshmallow the attack command, which he will probably interpret by. Are the webs down here? Do they reach ground level to where they're a danger?
No, they do not reach ground level.
Okay. We're going to basically do that, which should be possible within a double move. And I will do that, which is a double move.
Okay. Wrong button. Let's see here. He's up in the air. That means I should be able to still without issue. No.
I'm guess 15 is a miss.
Versus this thing. Nope. On the nose. Hits.
Yeah, it was only 1 point of damage, so 2 points because I'm within 30 feet, I think.
And another from me.
He's 30 feet up. So 2 points.
Gonna have to make a reflex save since it's on burning web at the moment. Where is it saves? Ah! Oh shit, son!
I also... Marshmallow would have been able to ready an action to attack it as soon as it got down.
To roll a 1d8 for what square it's going to land in. Going counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I'm going to say it lands adjacent. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want this thing falling directly on.
Yeah.
So it falls. It fell 30 feet. So it's damage, and you can make readied attacks against it.
I do not.
My luck.
All right. It's still up in the air?
It fell.
Okay. Then I will do my double move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 45, 50. I will move to there, provoking.
It's prone, so it's not going to have a good time.
Uh,
21.
That my parry does not happen, and 21 hits.
I'm gonna need a fortitude save.
Okay.
3 damage. That's good enough.
Okay, and 3 damage. Out of curiosity, is that's not a valid square, correct? That's just the one that would flank with Snowball?
It is not a valid square. You'd be in quicksand.
That's what I figured. I was just double checking.
Oh, did you roll a normal attack?
I double moved.
Okay. Flock.
5-foot step here. Guidance. Bite. Claw. So... Nine points of damage.
Still up, but not looking too good. If you could finish.
Yeah. We'll 5 foot there to get a better shot on him. Neg 4, so no.
Geez.
Reloading the crossbow. 5 feet and shoot.
Okay. Hit and
yeah, but it's we get a penalty on 8, 4 because it's on ground, and 4 for cover. So I'm guessing it's a miss.
well, that's a total of 12. Actually,
it's a total of 15, I think, because I have +1 for point blank and -8, so 23 -8.
Damn.
all right.
Yep, that was my turn.
Going to try to stand up from prone. Flock 11. Why am I getting a call from Louisiana?
That's been happening sometimes to everyone I know for the last couple.
What, you don't have car insurance due? Or there's a surplus charge on your power bill?
Okay, let's see. That's a miss. Mylock's turn proper.
All right. Hey, there we go.
Oh, damn, double 20. Okay, how do you kill it?
This will be non-lethal damage, if that makes a difference. I twirl my scimitar in my hand and just stab it right through its head. That is how you do it. I was just waiting for the right moment to actually be useful in this encounter.
I believe it.
And that would earn me back 2 points, but I only needed 1.
All right.
It is decimated. Now to explore in the hut that is thankfully not quite on fire yet.
Yeah, create water to mitigate
Ditto.
need any fire.
Let's see here. So
Good boy, Marshmallow. Good boy. Pet him.
purrs. All right, let's see here. There's the hazards. Here's the treasure. Okay, so spiders' nests are 15 feet up. Oh, it's actually 15 feet. And contain the remnants of previous victims in webbing sacks. Most of the remains are of squirrels, rabbits, and birds. But there are also 2 humanoid bodies. In a chain shirt and a cloak. And has what looks like a masterwork short bow with 15 arrows and a single arrow that's specially marked.
Well, that needs detect magicking.
Is it an arrow with your name on it?
If you cast detect magic,
I do not have detect magic because that's someone else's job.
I don't have it either.
Then Leon does.
Nope.
We portioned them out so that someone would have each of them.
Yeah, I think the cleric has detect magic.
Can he use it?
Even though he's not here, he can use it. So he's going to detect magic at all, and I'll just say that he's able to identify it easily enough. There's a +1 chain shirt, a cloak of resistance +1, 15 +1 arrows, and a single sleep arrow.
I was on the wrong page. I do have detect magic.
Sorry, +1 chain shirt. Okay, +1 chain shirt, a masterwork short bow, 15 arrows, sleep arrow, and I think there's one more thing.
You got the cloak of resistance +1, right?
+1. That was the one I missed. Yeah.
Okay.
15 of those arrows are +1, and there is a sleep arrow.
There's 15 +1 arrows?
Yes, apparently.
Oh.
Cool.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But they are large-sized? Or medium-sized, I mean, not small.
Oh, yeah, that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a bunch of warriors. There's someone who can use them.
Yeah.
There's scroll tubes containing a scroll of Charm Animal, Cure Light Wounds, Lesser Restoration, and Plant Growth.
Either a poster or talk more slowly. I can't type that fast.
So yeah, scroll tube containing a scroll of
Charm Animal, Cure Light Wounds.
Lesser Restoration.
Ooh, nice.
Growth.
Plant growth? Was it?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Sounds
Okay.
me. Sounds like my job.
Well, you are a plant.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you a question while I'm thinking about it. Your name is Singing Flock, and I've never heard you sing.
Oh, well, I'm named that because I like them, not because I am one.
Huh.
That's confusing.
This one, I will post a lot of gemstones. So let me go there to the text. There you go. There's several gemstones.
So there's no such thing as selling stuff. So should I just put some of those scrolls on my sheet?
What we'll do is, I mean, we can talk. That's something to discuss how you want to handle it in that case. But we can still do effective dispersals for things that are that we want to use, and then there'll be pools of gold for people to get once we actually sell things.
Okay.
Yep.
So, like, depending on how you want to do it, like that's something to discuss as a group, though. Like the way we normally do it is fine. If you want to switch it up, I know some people just do a you use it, you take it kind of philosophy, which if we want to switch to that I'm not against it. I just something that to do as a group.
That makes sense for like scrolls and stuff, but it doesn't make sense for like the Cloak of Resistance.
Right. So that's something we can talk about.
Okay.
After this, if you like really want to use it, I don't think people are gonna be too upset about it. But
all for the time being, I'll put Charm Animal and Plant Growth.
What level are those spells, if you know?
I know Charm Animal is 1. I'll check Plant Growth.
First level spells are pretty cheap, so I don't think it's that big.
Yeah.
By the time we actually can sell it, these will be pretty meaningless, I'm guessing. The 10s and 20s are not going to be, worth.
There was a Cure Light Wounds potion, or
so I cannot use the Scroll of Plant Growth. So.
Oh shit! I need to look that up.
I can use the Scroll of Charm Animal, which that'll mean I don't prepare that tomorrow. And I'm willing to. I'll dibs the Scroll of Cure Light Wounds over Humam, because he can prepare that easier than I can.
Plant Growth is 3rd. That's shit. Yeah, we'll just have to hold on to it.
Okay, so do you search the treehouse as well?
Of course.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Perception for both traps and desirable objects. I'm good at this today.
Yep.
So, a lot of things to talk about here. So, you find out that no one has used this building for at least 2 weeks until the Ettercap came along. Halfburn notes and stuff mentioning that the Chernosardo Rangers are being recalled to Fort Trevelet, though it gives no indication of what or where Fort Trevelet is. I'm assuming you'll bring this back to Aubryn, right?
Yeah, we'd ask.
So Aubryn is unsure of the fortress's situation. Spoiler alert, book 2.
Yep.
It's I sorry to break out of things, but now that I've looked a little bit ahead, it just kind of seems a little bit like they're forcing you to stick within the median area of book 1 and such. It just feels kind of mean to just immediately seed something that is beyond what you can do right now. Here.
Well, I mean, they're probably trying to get us to go in a certain direction versus being able to explore the entire forest.
I don't see a problem with it. Actually, it's the same. You start in a town, and later in the game you come back to it and solve something you couldn't do when you were low level.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, so yeah, Albrin, upon bringing that back, is just mostly gonna kind of be like, we gotta focus on food and stuff right now. So yeah, that's that area taken care of. So where to go next, or is there any preparation and stuff that you'd like to do?
Well, so we've got that.
H4 was not the cap.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So.
H4? Okay.
No.
that was a discussion. I don't know. Maybe we should just keep going up the coast.
I mean, we know that there's another person at the Hermit Shack who could potentially help us on the way back. I assume on the way back I still have a speak with animals, so I would use it to try to get information about H4, which I don't believe we currently know anything about.
No, that's a good point. I can speak birds again.
So I on the way, so when we're maybe about here, I try to find like a squirrel or a bird or some far-reaching animal, and I speak with animals, and I say, "Excuse me, can you tell me about what's in Can you tell me about what's to the what's to the northeast of here?"
Which area are you referring to? H4. H4. Okay. They say in. Oh, we take a quick look here. H4 is that there is some there seems to be a den of wolves that has been kind of poked at by mites. Creatures, and the mites might be getting organized.
Ooh.
That sounds like something we should avoid.
Are the mites hurting the wolves? I didn't get that.
Yes.
So guys, we're going there tomorrow.
Why?
'Cause there's animals in trouble.
There's always animals in trouble. That's how nature works.
Nature is nice and pretty, and it's supposed to be good.
So, okay.
I
And
thought
what does a
nature was
bird
survival of the fittest.
That is bad. That is a bad thing that nature isn't supposed to be. And besides, mites aren't nature, so nature is being in trouble from non-nature. That's not acceptable.
That's what a mite looks like, by the way.
Blocker, not like that.
If it can talk, it isn't nature, and so it's not survival of the fittest. It's just something being mean to nature.
So you're not
what
nature.
shall-
Got it.
I am an immortal nature spirit, so I'm nature
But you
even
can
though
talk, so you're not
But
nature.
you talk.
other things that talk aren't nature. I don't count.
Okay, but you just talked animals, and they talked back, so they're not nature.
Yeah, but I need a magic to do that, so they're still nature.
So what shall we do if the wolves attack us? Just let them eat us alive and such?
Well, then they started it. But the
But
mice,
also, if wolves can't talk, how do they communicate with each other?
they use like gestures and shit.
Hmm. Whatever.
It's I will go and help the nature whether or not you come with me.
I mean, I suppose it's just your concept of nature is fluffy and nice, and that's not nature.
I gesture at Marshmallow.
Specific animals can be nice and fluffy, but why don't you ask Marshmallow what it ate before it met you?
Well, I used that spell already today.
Let's take care of people and then we'll deal with your wolves tomorrow.
Oh, my nose. Okay. So here. Oh yeah, that's that area. Okay. So all right. During the night, the usual sort of nightly things go on. Everyone is all the hear that some people have started getting sick.
Do we have
Don't
any?
have healing. We have high level cleric of whatever the fuck. Can she roll a heal
That's
check?
a third. Yeah, that's a third level spell.
What, rolling a heal check is a third
Oh.
level spell?
Well, yeah, we can roll heal checks.
Okay, let's see. To look over the people and what they is exactly making them ill.
Yeah, I will roll a heal check.
That is enough. You know that all of them, all three of these people, it's filth fever.
Oh. I mean, that's mostly just a matter of bed rest.
Right?
I think we have enough of a buffer resources-wise that we can use that we can afford to. I can afford to not forage and well, I mean, of course, I have to go take care of the wolves, but then I can also do some long-term healing when I get back.
Yeah, because someone needs to take care of them to nurture them.
Yeah. At the same time, wolves.
We'll solve the wolf thing first, and then you can take care of the other things. You sure there's nothing else you want to explore regarding the sick NPCs?
So, I ask them where they where did these specific ones go?
They were just around camp.
What specifically was their job?
They were herders.
Okay. I'll check to see if any of the animals are sick.
None of the animals seem sick.
I will roll survival to see if I have any insight on something around the animals or around this area that would cause filth fever. And I will roll knowledge nature for that as well if you desire that instead.
Yeah,
Actually,
you'll have
well-
my survival too.
That's knowledge nature.
So you know
Hmm.
that nothing around here could exactly do it. You haven't heard any complaints that anyone's stepped on a rotting piece of wood that's been hidden and got a nail in their foot. So the only thing you can think of is that maybe a little bit of your supplies might be a bit too aged and might be tainted.
Okay.
What?
I'll specifically ask about mosquitoes, because I know they're big culprits for this kind of thing.
Surprisingly, not mosquitoes.
Okay. So I have purify food and drink, so I'll just cast that on our whole supply.
Yeah. I kind of figured that'd be happening.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Yeah, one does figure that, indeed. I mean, we weren't saying it, so you have the right to say that we weren't doing it, but we'll do that immediately and start doing it from now on, if we weren't before.
So we could say it like some people were foraging and they got that food, and now we know. Like just to retcon it, you know, now we know, now we're informing people of the practice, and now people are more aware
Well,
that they can't.
Yep.
Can't
You
can't
do
do
ask
everything.
what specific sort of items they use too, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so they mentioned that they shared the same sort of sack of rations and same water skins.
With each other.
What would the role be to like try to determine the source, like the cause, the reason, the source?
I mean, if they were drinking after each other in a water skin, that's probably the problem.
I'm saying, like, is it like, was it, you know, like, I'm trying to think, trying to find the specific cause. Like, is it a stream that has a deer rotting in it, and the water is the problem? You know, trying to.
Where did they
What
get the
sounds
water?
you would have? They mentioned that it was from a perfectly fine pure creek. Do you smell the water skin or do anything like that?
I would. Well, I mean, I would.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, you pop open each of the water skins they've been sharing, and one of them's fine. The other one's fine. The third one, you stick the nozzle practically up your nose, and it smells horrible. Like the inside of the water skin might be falling apart.
That is survival.
You realize that's the culprit.
So
It is a fouled and basically defective water skin.
All right. Well, it's going to be taken out of use.
Mending.
Takes care of any residual nastiness inside of it, though.
I mean,
I look inside. Is there a dead mouse? Is there what?
Like it looks like there's a mold growing on the inside of it.
Okay, yeah. I just say stop. I say it crafting a water skin takes 10 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, Albrin basically, once you find out, takes the water skin and just burns it. It's just like, well, I'm glad you found that real quick. Damn. And while Edrin comes up and is like, "Phew, man, I hope the Chernasardo army doesn't have to deal with that shit."
They probably have routines for shit like this.
Yeah. Though, adding to the list of shit that we're doing,
I
and
hang
we'll do
it.
in the future.
I take it away before she can burn it, and I put it on top of a pole that has a signpost on it that says "Free water skin, hobgoblins love." I did not really do that.
Yeah. On the list
If
of
you did do that, I'd roll a percentile chance, and if you actually did get them sick, off of that percentile chance, I would have given you a bit of XP for that.
I would also alert them to where we are that way. So
That's a good point. High risk, high reward shit, but yeah. All right, so Leon, what were you saying?
right back to on the list of shit that we should be doing in the future. All water from this point forward should come from Crete water of a barrel.
yeah, create water is all day. So
I can think of at least 3 people that can do it.
And then out of purified water,
yeah, that's
just to,
that's something we should have been doing anyway if we weren't. That
Okay.
all food
Jet
passes through the cantrip.
is going to walk up next and be like, "Hey guys,
Who?
how about remember Scary Face?"
Yeah, I saw it gave me an alert that you had left that comment. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
rewatched that clip.
Holy shit, guys! We can't just have normal water. We gotta give it some floral accents to make it nice.
So I know I'm doing that voice a bit too much considering the situation, but yeah,
No,
she's gonna
it's
make
very
it too.
fitting.
Okay, okay. Was that sarcasm?
No, it really is very fitting.
No, it fits that character. They're fucking weird like that.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so yeah, imagine one of the devs watches this and they're just like, "I never intended her to sound like that." Yeah, so she's gonna put a few drops of lemon and some lemon zest in the water, and she also kind of puts a few orange slices in the top with some basil and such.
To
It's,
which the water gets purified
yeah.
again, that all goes
Yeah.
away.
well, no, I don't think that's what Purify Food and Drink does. But
Get rid of
well-
microbes.
I mean, it's out of her. I mean, it's out of her rations. She can do what she can. If she has a bunch of food rations, she can mix and match them however she wants. I don't care.
Yeah, so as long as she's
Right.
not doing it to the rain barrel.
It's going to just flavor the water.
Her
We do
prerogative.
that shit. Exactly, and it's going to boost the morale of everyone here. Practically at this point, even though everyone's out in the middle of wood shit nowhere, they're perfectly content, except for like the sick ones. They're honestly they look at you all, and they honestly have that sort of endearing passion about them as they look at you all. To them, you are all heroes, and this is something that gives them quite a good boost in morale.
I just realized the philosophical beliefs of this character are affecting me way more than the paladins I've ever played.
You think?
Yeah, like Gadrian is about on the same level, but I don't think quite as much. And Gadrian, the organized play version, nowhere near. Like the most extreme thing Gadrian ever did was use remove curse on himself to remove a mixed blessing.
Mhm.
Trying to do it on his fellows.
Yeah, and trying to do it to his friends non-consensually. This guy, he has so far killed and insisted that the party drop everything and go help deadly predators over his beliefs.
Yep.
If we're gonna talk about moments like this, I should probably get it off my chest. In one of in one of the campaigns that I was in that was really crappy, thing I ever did for a twisted sense of justice was I shoved some dude's intelligent magic item up his ass.
Mhm.
yeah,
Like it's a long story, but basically in this game that was way too anime for probably anyone here, you could put these magic orbs into your weapons that would basically give them a stackable version of insert elemental enchantment here. It even went so far that there were orbs of physical elements and would add to be bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing because it's a physical element, but they added that physical element as a special damage type too. And if they were powerful enough, these quote-unquote cores had a shred of their creator's personality in them and could talk. And if they were strong enough, they could influence your actions. One that I got off a dude was being a dick and basically made it so that way my other cores, because it's just like, you will use me because they're all weak and you will do my bidding, fucking Wolfman. And I'm just like, no, fuck this shit. And so after trying to break it and failing, because you have to have a utterly godlike strength to break them for some reason, okay, you fucking are going where you deserve to go. So yeah, I shoved it up its original owner's ass, who was unconscious after having to beat with my bare hands when he was trying to strangle me with magic.
Yeah, that's plenty weird.
I got disproportionately punished from it too, and nearly kicked from the group for it.
That's unjustified. But yeah. So let's see. So I have speak with and calm animals on top of Magic Fang. Calm animals will be fun, most likely. It could calm at least some of the wolves if they get a certain way.
Now, there's an important event also I need to do. I'll let you finish there.
I was just saying, and we have the Scroll of Charm Animal as well, if we want to influence like the Alpha or something.
Yep.
Though that's not actually how wolves work.
I was about to say that.
Though, I mean, the packs do have leaders, it's just not how people think it is.
Yeah, leadership shifts between whoever's best at X thing.
The alchemist points out that if the wolves try to eat me, I'm going to set them on fire. Just giving you a heads up.
Well,
Oh shit, I'm being called back shortly.
I mean, if they're that ungrateful, then they'll have started it, but we need to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I've said my piece. I'm just giving you the heads up. If they try to eat me, I will set them on fire. So you can do your thing. I won't interfere with that. That's cool. If you can persuade them not to eat me or not attack me, all good.
Okay. So, you said there was a story event.
I probably could have done this a little bit earlier, but the refugees are actually very optimistic about their future. They trust and respect you. All of them volunteer for various tasks. Some of them even wish that if you have spare weapons, that they take up arms and fight alongside you. Lutes and are actually singing and dancing during the night. Tell stories to the people who barely know you in the group of you and stuff. I can't really come up with any nicknames yet for any of you for that part, but yeah. They all sleep really well through the night despite circumstances. And yeah, you hear the religious ones thanking the gods. Able Boy gives you decides to give you some berries and stuff that he's managed to find.
I accept them. He gets accept them. I take him into my tent and I give him. I let him sip some of the best wine he's ever had. Really fine. It's not wine. It's not wine in the sense that it's fermented, but it's just really like high quality grape juice that he gets to drink. And He gets some berries too, if you know what I mean.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
And that's also where the wine comes from, to be clear. That's because I'm a plant. It's like think of it like a reward for anyone who does my bidding in that respect.
Hmm.
They
All
get
right. So
they
what
get
happens
really good
next?
grape juice.
So what happens next is that Albrin just kind of eventually pulls the group in at some point. She just kind of says, "We need a symbol that the people can follow. That usually helps keep morale up, and will give them something to kind of help others be drawn to our cause. A piece of heraldry or something that we could tie to a stick. Have our own banner, as it were."
I think I do have an idea.
Shoot.
Well, and I
I'm
mean,
back.
I only remember this so well, but one time, back when I was an immortal nature spirit, I used to have a Kellid tribe who revered me, and I was sort of their patron nature spirit, a primitive humanoid tribe, and well, they had a symbol that they used for me, kind of like a holy symbol, but I didn't really give them spells so much as they gave themselves spells by believing in me really hard.
She nods.
So, and I draw the symbol, and the symbol of me is the symbol that that the tribe that revered me would have used is, of course, a it's a bird. It's naturally it could be nothing else besides a trio of birds who are each clearly singing, surrounded by a scene of surround who are clearly singing, and the background, if there needs to be one, is a like a sort of a babbling brook, like a precious little creek that they're bathing in, then they're happily frolicking, like birds in a bird bath do while they sing. They're sort of singing in the shower, really, is what's happening. They would carve this out of wood and cast cleric spells. Spells like, and then I would say the dwarf's name, does. I didn't really give them to them though. They just believed really hard and it just kind of worked.
Smiles hearing this. That's beautiful.
Yeah, they really liked me, and I did help them out sometimes. One time there was a T-Rex. There were more T-Rexes back then, and he was gonna eat them, but I talked him down.
Hmm.
Actually, I think I awakened him. I think he sometimes disguises himself by wearing a fake mustache and monocle. Don't tell him I said that. Well, who am I kidding? He's long dead.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, cloth and you can all work on if there's any additions to that symbol that you'd want. Better than my idea, she says. I was just going to tie a crossbar to my staff and hang some hemlock from it.
Would somebody fill me in on what the conversation was about?
That we should have a banner, and pursuant to his egomania, Singing Flock immediately suggests back when I was an immortal nature spirit, I had a tribe of primitive humanoids one time who kind of revered me as their patron nature spirit.
Ah, that's the part that I caught. Okay. Things make sense now.
Yeah. So he basically, his old holy symbol from back when he was an immortal nature spirit who had a couple of worshippers.
Something like a tree with an apple falling on a spider.
I mean, we could make it... I mean, really, the 5 of us are all the heroes of this town. If... the 6 of us... No, the 7 of us, really, I should say. I mean, it might be good if we're willing to have the banner be relatively complicated to incorporate something from each of us.
Isn't it best to keep it simple?
Maybe it is, yeah. So, I think my old tribe found it pretty inspiring back when my old symbol.
Why don't we table this and go help your wolves?
Yeah, this is something we can discuss over time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I whisper, that night, probably after I help the wolves, I whisper to the stable boy that he's not the first boy who's discovered himself at the hands of my work as a fertility spirit. You're the latest in a long tradition.
He's gonna kind of blush, and then he's gonna kind of let you go on your mission.
Yeah.
That could not be more, I don't know how to phrase that properly, but that voice was definitely creepy.
We'll see each other again tonight. You can become one with nature again.
Yeah, that.
Oh dear.
I mean, that's part of nature. Life makes more life. That's why there's so much life.
Uh-huh.
And part of nature is life making more life and also pretending to make more life.
Mm-hmm.
And drinking really delicious grape juice.
Mm-hmm.
From my dick.
Yeah.
That's an essential part of nature, the natural order.
Yeah. You're being an old hog.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally, I am a nature spirit, so I can say with some authority that's how nature, that is as nature intended.
Hmm.
So let's go help the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Squared away here. All right. Where's this stuff? Go. Okay. So as you approach, I'll need perception checks.
Okay.
Okay, that is enough. Let me pull over to board. Oh, excuse me.
Think I will. Yeah, these 3 spells. Yeah, I don't want to not have magic. Or do you know what? I'll prepare a second speak with animals in place of magic fang. Just to really go for just to make sure, so I can have twice as long of a conversation with these wolves, because. So yeah,
Grab some stuff here.
26 perception from more than one of us.
While you're talking to them, you should ask what they...
I know what they eat. It's different. It's different when nature does it.
Uh-huh.
That's nature on nature violence. It's fundamentally different than when extra nature things hurt nature.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
As long as you accept not all nature is fluffy, I'm okay with that.
Wolves are very fluffy.
No, I mean about the things that they eat and the...
Those are fluffy too.
Ah, shit, that's a premium asset. Damn it. I guess I can't make getting such an asset simple, can I?
What do you need?
A mite, which is the creature type that I sent a link of.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Was the pic? Just Google image it.
Let me do so.
Yeah.
Just edit the picture, save it, and things should be fine.
Well, you should be able to like drag it from one browser to the next.
Right. So.
So, sorry, I got dragged into another series of calls today I was not expecting. So I will have to drop out again for possibly quite a bit.
Yeah, stuff happens, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give us your sheet.
Yeah, I will do that. I have full points. That doesn't need to be updated. Okay. And if anyone wants it, attack macro, make it easier.
Let's see here. Upload. Go. Okay, so let me check over the scenario again. So around Mama Wolf up here, you see.
I see the map.
Yeah, that's a map.
Yeah.
So you see 5 mites surrounding her torches. Meanwhile, one of the pups is being pulled by its scruff by one of the mites and being lashed with a willow branch.
I mean, initiative is rolled.
Yeah, probably. So are mites like Underdark creatures or something?
They're lawful evil fae. They're actually kind of gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
And that does not make them nature, by the way.
I want to feel like it does. That's okay.
Nothing
Oh
evil.
no, evil fae.
Nothing evil can be. Nothing evil can be nature. Even on the very rare occasions nature is unfluffy, it's unfluffy for totally non-malicious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Nature can never be malicious.
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually disagree?
It can be ruthless, though.
Yeah, because I obviously am speaking in character when I argue about how nature is always beautiful. But
well, yeah.
yeah. I actually can't think of I mean, I guess it's a matter of semantics, really. Like, I think Singing Flock would say that that things that are actively malicious are not nature because they're not acting toward their own ends, but toward like the end of malice, which he would say is inherently artificial.
Yes. But then we get into like morality, and if morality can be taught, then it's not about good or evil at that point.
Yeah,
I
but
want to say
morals.
that if I can say, I want to say that evil fae are kind of a weird sort of exception because they take either they are up and amoral in the sort of sense that it's more about the chaos than the nature, unless they're an aspect of nature's wrath, which in that case it's a little bit like more towards the side of nature, but they embody such an intense extreme of it that ultimately them running free is a blight upon nature.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of the point of how Pathfinder does it, right? Is nature, like animals and shit, are neutral by default until they're smart enough to not be, or if they're like fae or some other shit. And without looking up the creature, I have looked up fae, and it says a creature with supernatural abilities and connections to nature or some other force or place. So take that as you will.
Singing Flock would point out morality was the result of natural evolution of creatures learning to get along together socially and be more functional via natural selection. So not only is goodness totally embedded in nature, nature came up with goodness. It was our idea. In fact, that was actually me. That I mean, it wasn't just me, but I was on the committee that came up with morality. You're welcome.
You feel as if something great and powerful far above you is staring down upon your character when you say this.
Singing Flock remembers it the way that I just said.
Mm-hmm.
He is a nature spirit, specifically with a connection to animals, which is why all of his powers are animalish. So, he was on the committee that was guiding the naturalistic evolution of sentient animals as they were becoming sentient at first. He was the one who he was on the committee that gave them morality.
Mm-hmm.
And he totally voted for it. I mean, there were maybe like several hundred others, and honestly it wasn't that close of a vote, so maybe he didn't really make a difference, but he voted for it as much as any of the others did.
Yeah, morality is a really weird thing in general. So
it's better than the moral quandaries I've had to deal with in other groups. Like, is it morally wrong to use certain spells, even if they're not inherently evil, if used on an animal because animal cruelty or something? It was basically my character was able to use as a spell in 3.5. I could just literally make the floor lava and play the floor as lava with most groups of enemies.
awesome.
And we were fighting a bunch of really powerful and magically boosted animals because we were fighting the White Witch.
It is my turn.
Yeah, you go first. But issues came up previously with a similar thing because one of the party members said a dinosaur wasn't inherently an animal, and thus why he was able to keep it alive and keep hurting it.
Miss next.
Big shit. Yeah. All right. Yes, I will sort you here. There we go. Got you sorted.
I like the hippie leaf creature that thinks it made things. It's entertaining.
It would be funny if we had more more animal people in the party, because aside from a geese, who I'm assuming is far more scientific in things, despite being a and thus probably a little bit I don't know. Geese, would you be affected by him mentioning he saw animals become sentient?
Not really. I'm guessing it was me being a rat man. That was kind of my start for my race, but so long ago, I'm don't give it much thought, really.
Fair enough. All right.
So do a move and maybe throw a bomb at this one.
Do you try to leave the mama wolf out of it?
Then I can't hit one of them. So
you will be devoured by a war cat of roll. That is the entire reason we are here.
Yeah. Okay, I will put my bomb there and give these 3 splash damage.
Okay. Damage.
Yeah, 6 points. Reflex for half.
I probably should roll it still, but
They got good reflex, I'm guessing.
No.
They have no HP.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
What's up?
What I got,
What'd you get, Maddie?
you'll never believe.
We
what
can
I
hear
got.
her. She's being
I
live streamed.
wanted a Asus RX
1 second, guys.
560.
It's just like from an etiquette standpoint that like she maybe doesn't want to be broadcasted unknowingly.
Yeah. I generally stop just before people give out their social security number. That has happened to me before. But since we're kind of in a lull here, morality is just weird in general, right?
Sorry about that. My sister came in to gloat about how my mom took her to Best Buy to get a graphics card for Valentine's Day.
Oof. All right.
Got some kind of fucking queer Electra thing going on there, I guess.
That's some good shit.
It sounded more expensive than my graphics card, a Radeon RX 550 or something like that for nearly $200. I spent only just a little over $100 on mine.
Those are what do you do with your graphics cards? You don't need gaming graphics cards.
Oh, my graphics card is a gaming graphics card. It's just a slightly lower end one. It's a 4 gigabyte
Not
internal
for
RAM.
$100.
To pull it up. Anyway, I'm stalling too much. Puppy, what were you saying?
Is just never mind that joke. I was just having Singing Flock explain how, he said he was on the committee that designed morality. Yeah, I made an incest joke. Who mom knows what Electra is. Electra is the female equivalent of Oedipus.
I really it's weird. I'm used to family giving Valentine's Day gifts and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that that's weird for a lot of people.
Yeah, I was thinking like the porn star, the movie, the anything else not mythological.
Yeah. I mean, that is actually the term psychologists use for the female equivalent of the Oedipus complex.
I'm aware of it. It just didn't occur to me initially.
Anyways, it's my turn. So,
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna do a measuring. All right. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to give my kitty their guidance, and then I'm going to 5-foot step to make room for him to charge this doomed creature of doomedness. Marshmallow! Vor! Sick him on him, and this is a charge, so plus guidance plus 2, so bite to hit is 13.
Let me take a look here.
They do not have strong defenses.
Yeah, that. Yeah, these things are so shit. You fucking just deal damage.
Yeah.
Let's see how much damage.
I'm
you deal.
incorporating a Leon bonus.
Yeah.
See what this thing's fucking
It's 4.
Fair enough.
It's 4. They have like DR 1 or 2 cold iron.
So you chomp into it and it goes into negatives real easily.
He shakes it back and forth.
Oh man, you're reminding me of the videos I watch online now.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't actually look that up all the time, but I did see a video of a lizard take a giant rat and just start smashing it against the sides of its enclosure.
And actually, rather than 5-foot step, it would be... more advantageous.
Soviet music, that's Conan the Barbarian. Albeit... Oh, sorry.
It would be more advantageous for me to outright move. So...
Alright, and it's their turn. There's only 2 left. They will try to fuck over the wolf. Use... What's this ability? How's it do that? Okay. So they're going to do that. Wolf will... Oh. Oh, Wolf is now shaken. The other one is going to attempt to beat it with its torch. Wolf, that is enough. Two damage to it. I hope you don't mind if I screen cap that. That's actually great. I need to keep that around as something to reference in case you meet more animal people. Like if a fucking closest case scenario, you find a Rugaroa and you say that that entire spiel to him. Longest case scenario, you somehow go to my setting and you say that to the lupine.
The thing I just posted.
Yeah, the entire spiel of you were there when animal people were created.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, in the context of Pathfinder lore, reptile people come first, and incidentally, they're mostly evil. And then mammal people, including humans and dwarves and stuff, come much later, and they're mostly good or neutral. So that's that's sort of my thought, is that was, I guess the joke I just told is that was a reaction.
Yep.
And also that Singing Flock is probably not as old as he would like to let on.
All right. So there, Mylock, did you double move for that? Let's see. Wolfie is going to attempt to attack misses. Okay, Leon, your turn.
Okay.
Excuse me.
If mother dies, we're gonna have to pub out of its misery, so I need to save the mother.
The answer to that is fucking no, incidentally.
Crit does not confirm. 13? That one?
Yes. And that just completely annihilates it. Can fucking put the thing on it to make it dead. So, you shoot it with your crossbow and it gets hit with the bolt, which gets it in the chest, but it screams out from the intense extra pain you give it with your stare.
But yes, that was said.
Okay. Agiz.
Move 20 feet and pull out the crossbow. Hold on. I'm done.
Okay. Puppy's turn.
Alright. So I sick Marshmallow on the last one. There is a dead enemy there, though it's tiny, so your decision if he can charge. Either wait, move him to front, please.
Which one? This one?
Well, Marshmallow, please move him to front so that he will be on top of them rather than underneath them. Right click. Yeah.
I did it.
Okay. So if you can decide whether or not that creature being there interferes with him charging, and whether or not the cub being there interferes with him charging.
It's both are or one's tiny, so it wouldn't interfere.
Okay. So doesn't have guidance, so 24 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
For 9 damage. And since I still have my turn, I am going to cast Speak with Animals on myself. I'm going to say, I'm going to speak to the wolves. I'm going to say, "Hello, my name is Singing Flock. We're here to help you. We heard you were in trouble from these creatures, so we came to save you." I'll make a check. Perhaps the fact that I just saved them would give me some kind of bonus to this. That is ultimately your decision. I'm just throwing it out there. So 2 plus my career. Okay. Motherfucker. That was a wild empathy check.
Let me see here. The wild empathy check. Well, it's not a failure, and you have speak with animals, so I'll say you get a bonus. She's wary, but we'll just say get away from my kids.
Of course. Well,
Plural?
of course, we respect your right as a mother wolf to be concerned about the welfare of your young. I was on that committee. He actually wouldn't have been, so yeah. But so we will back off.
So you back off as she calms down. Do you offer to heal her? She looks burned.
So
That wasn't me.
would you I do have some healing magic. I think I only have one though. My friend here does have some more though. So we could heal you and your cub if you're willing to let us get close. We would have to touch him. If I understand if you're not all right with that.
She calms down and wants to see what you do.
I only have a scroll, so it might be more resource intelligent for Humam to do it.
Yep.
No, like cure wounds spells. Do you not have
What?
you're a cleric. Do you channel positive or negative energy? Because ew.
Okay, well,
Fuck
that'll
off.
be my job then. Tell her I'm going to heal her.
My friend here he has some healing ability. So if
Cure light for 7.
So
yeah. Can't do a lot of that, but that should be helpful.
enough. She's the burns heal up, and the one cub seems okay now.
Good.
So she kind of relaxes now, and the den over yonder here, where you see the other pups kind of hiding.
I ask them, if I may ask, do you know of any human treasures in your den that maybe you don't have any need for that we could use?
Let's see here. The mites. What she says is there's the mites dragged their haul from a human calls it here, and she knows of where they took it from, but she doesn't like to go there because it's especially dangerous.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Cut out for a second, so I missed something.
She talks about there's a quote unquote human place here.
I heard that time.
I'll put it on the map here. Human place. It's actually directly north-ish that the mites go to often, and they're able to escape whatever is there usually. But there is a maddened lynx in that area that protects it, and she's heard the moans of something haunting in that area.
Sounds like an animal's in trouble.
A happy forest is a plentiful forest.
And she says that while lots of wolves roam this area, most of them don't bother with people. There's enough animals here where they get what they need often.
Of course. Never think they don't appreciate it.
So, assuming you cast Detect Magic on everything that the mites dropped, see what. Let me post what you get here.
Yep. I'll have to pull that up.
J is the human place.
Yes.
Okay. I ask her what else she knows about, if I have time. Really, I only have to speak with animals for a minute, so I think, no, 2 minutes. I want to say. It lasts dumbly not long, so I wouldn't be able to ask her much more.
All right.
Is that everything, Darby, or is that times 6?
Everything.
Okay.
Okay. One last question I might ask her. Does she know if there are any humans at the human place right now?
She says she's only ever seen one, and it was was quote unquote a human with pointed ears that walked with as if it was very tired.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
All right, so she goes back into the den and tends to her pups.
Right after my spell wears off, I go, "Oh wait, what? My friend asked what you eat," but it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
So, I assume that you go back to the camp and plan to head to Jay the next day.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
sound like a good idea.
Yeah, that's a hell of a trip. So
I have another speak with animals, so while I'm around H4, I do ask about G3. Maybe even to the
Okay,
wolf.
G3. So for G3, let me see here. There, as far as she knows, there's nothing really up there. She does tell you that the areas around K, she's noticed scaled humanoids walking around.
Okay.
The only thing that really seems interesting here. She doesn't have too much information.
That's fine. That's...
However, so there's a few things I need to cover. Back to the empty den that's being used as the temporary shelter. A few things happen to get this. When you return back, a few things have happened. No one's been attacked, but scouts report that the orchard was.
The orchard was what?
Yeah.
Scouts attacked where the orchard was.
Right? Yes, they reported that there was a lot of fire in that general area of recent, and they worry that the bridge that the hobgoblins had been working on might be completed, and they might be starting to search the forest.
Do we need to go and burn the bridge?
I don't think we can fight that.
It'd be too much backtracking. We'd probably run into them.
Mentions, yes, we would run into them. We have to keep moving and being especially careful.
There are a lot of landmarks to the northwest of here. I suggest we go that way.
Is there any particular reason to go northwest?
Or rather east. Yeah, that's what I meant.
So aside from the hermit's shack, there, like, if you talk to the vines and such and the birds, there is another human settlement of some sort up to the northeast.
Yeah, because if we are going to move, we need a place for the settlers.
Yeah. And it occurs to me we should probably warn the hermit, because if we wait forever to go find them, then they're going to be dead.
That's backtracking. I don't know. It's if they're at the orchard, then they're right there. So
yeah. Let me see if I have a spell that can have something like Animal Messenger, or if that's higher level. Yeah, that's higher level.
Thing. Specific. Okay, 1 second. I'm checking a thing regarding that Edrin looks scared, and he's going to say, "It's going to be too late for the army to come. They're going to come in here, and they're going to find us."
Don't panic. We should go to panic. We just need to head away. As long as we make tracks. As long as we should just make tracks. That's all we can do.
Well, if that's the case, then we need to make the most direct route out of here and probably stop helping all the wildlife. North.
North?
As far as we
Well,
can, as fast as we can.
I mean, I would still be more inclined to suggest this way, just because that is directly away from them. Because that's like the direction they're coming from, so it's the direction we should go. If we're just trying to get as far away from them as we can.
Well, in the same way that natural human inclination is to go to high ground, it's the natural inclination to go straight, which is straight from the bridge.
That's true.
So deviating from that would be healthy, and since this is kind of in the same vicinity as the bridge, north is likely the best choice.
That does make some sense.
The thing about straight north is not so many landmarks.
Yeah.
If you go northeast, you have maybe better chance of the settlers surviving.
Yeah.
So I'm fine either way, but just putting it out there.
I would say J is still our best bet for tomorrow. From there, we might decide to go north to M or to H6 and to M or... Also,
yeah, okay.
If J is an elf or something, they might know the land better.
I agree to that, sure.
And would be a valuable addition to our group.
All right.
Yeah, if we get to J, then we can speak with animals and birds and whatnot to get G and H.
All right. By the way, I should probably mention at this point you would be level 3.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's very fun. I don't leave tracks anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which is useful.
Why do you have Kevin looking at Discord? Okay.
And actually now I can use the fuck out of Animal Messenger. So, yeah. So, I've not read that spell, so, but what I would probably maybe consider doing is, sending a tiny, like a bird or something to with a little note that warns them.
Yeah.
Marshmallow knows how to flank now because I have no other bonus trick for him.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh yeah, everything hit dice oriented is the same. Strength dex bonus and okay. Natural armor increases. Strength and Dex go up. So he's actually getting a pretty significant power boost. He has... Yeah, and he gets evasion.
All right. Yeah, let me take care of this here map layer. There we go.
Meanwhile, save BAB.
Yeah, the hit point was average.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I just remembered.
So Marshmallow doesn't get any more of those, but I do. So was it half plus 1, or alternating?
I think it was half plus 1.
Okay.
Feel like it's half plus 1.
So 5, 6, 7. That's 24. Okay.
Take a look at this feat. Scion of the Land. Ooh, nice. Puppy, check out that feat Kuma mentioned down there.
And is it in the Discord?
No, it's in the Roll20.
What the fuck? Oh, I know what I've done.
Who also have this feat.
Yeah, it is a teamwork feat.
Yeah, that's the problem with it.
What'd it do? Let's see here.
Unless all the civilians are leveling up 2, it's worthless.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. I guess it isn't worthwhile. Oh well.
Well, I mean, there is. I don't think we'll be traveling for long enough to get them the feet bracelet thingy, and then everybody would have it. But we'd have to get it for 23 people, I think. So that's really expensive.
So on the way there, I use Animal Messenger to lure a tiny animal with a berry and send them to the area with the hermit, and basically warn them that an army is coming.
Okay. So be smart. I'm gonna be nice, and because of that, I will give you effective XP for that.
Okay.
Also request to have them come to your place, or to have them just kind of do whatever.
Yeah, tell them we'll be moving northeast through the forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to. Yeah. I'll go ahead. Yeah, I guess it risks us a little bit if this message is intercepted, but it's the right thing to do.
Well, I mean, is it a message you write down, hand it to the animal, and then it gives it something else? Or do you tell the animal a thing?
It is a message, so what Animal Messenger actually does is it compels the animal to go to a spot that I designate. So it's carrying a note.
Okay.
You can mentally impress on the animal a certain place well known to you or an obvious landmark. The directions must be simple. It depends on your knowledge and can't find the destination on its own. It goes to the destination and waits until the duration of the spell expires. So, if I know the direction, the cabin is an obvious landmark.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some. I think it's still pretty debatable whether I well-known or an obvious landmark. So, if I can provide simple directions to the place, then I can get it there.
Well, if it's a bird, you just have to say it's a shack in the forest to the northwest.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And that's my second level spell for this day. In the future, I have a lot of fun tricks. Including lesser restoration.
Fuck, I don't know, bro. We'll have to talk about it when you get back. Can't voice.
Okay. What else was there? So I'm assuming you all rest for the night at least before you get moving, right?
Yeah, I would need to.
Yeah.
Or if I leveled up then I would have gotten the new spell slot then I could prepare the spell the next day. A new spell the next day. So
I'm guessing we're more or less done for today.
An hour-ish still before things get crazy. Besides, there's some other stuff I need to resolve. Oh, Edrin.
Okay.
Few unfortunate things I have to roll.
Wait, that's the cleric, right?
He's the one refugee who was hysterical and kept asking about the army.
Oh, right.
Oh. So, during the night, he runs off. One of your NPCs is dead, and he has taken 8 provision points.
Who's doing this?
The crazy dude that kept wanting the army's help.
and we have no recourse against this?
It just happens.
I mean,
Was dropping some hints that he was getting a bit too fixated.
right, but I'm sure we've established shifts because we're in the middle of a fucking forest.
I mean, we're probably not all sleeping at once.
Or not, but are you watching every little piece of the camp?
Well, the food's all in one place. So somebody's guarding the people and somebody's guarding the food, which is likely in the same spot as the people, so that we don't have, you know.
Well, managed to fool people into thinking he's been helpful the entire time.
Okay.
Oh. I wouldn't know this, but you want to know why this is?
Because the module says this happens?
Yeah.
Just because it happens, but you want to know who Edrin actually is?
PTSD'd army vet?
Molthuni spy.
Oh. And we never got a sense motive on this.
Dropping hints to help you get it.
Okay.
I was dropping hints for you to roll sense motive on him.
And he is long gone.
Yep.
He's long gone.
Okay. Whatever.
We'll adjust that then.
And so who did he kill?
The nameless NPCs.
Okay.
Okay, but which type and what kind?
Nurse.
Didn't get that.
The commoners, I said.
Okay.
Okay. That's taken care of. Welcome to the world of we need to secure our shit better.
That's stuff that should have been, how we had that stuff set up should have been established. It's everyone's fault for not thinking to do that.
Well, we're in a den, you know. So, being that there is one exit and these two people guarding, you'd think it would be difficult for somebody to just run off.
The thing is that he's got full-fledged class levels.
We get a perception check to, like, verse his stealth to run off with a shit ton of food.
Yeah, Humam makes a good point. Depending on how much of a
Let me see here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down even without knowing the extra information. He's some kind of part of the village, and we should try to find him or something.
I mean, it might be clear that he did this, in which case, I mean, we would want to find him because he's in danger.
Yeah.
Can the cat track?
I mean,
you can try to track him, but I now know how he got out.
Okay.
Under NPC information, yeah, he's got spells.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense then.
So what's it versus track? Is it stealth?
I don't know. It would be a matter of looking at the.
I mean, probably.
Roll your. Everyone can roll their survival.
I imagine he popped invisibility, but that doesn't really help him with footprints and shit.
Let's see here. All right. So he's a shitty he's a very shitty person at running away apparently, because you guys absolutely decimate his stealth roll. Clear set of tracks as he's beelining it down this direction to try and make it to the Multhune border.
Yeah, we follow him. This is genuinely rather fucking urgent.
Okay.
Mhm.
See here.
Yeah.
Let's follow.
I'll see if you. Let's see here. This let me see if this takes up the whole day. Unfortunately, this might take up the whole day.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we don't know this when we start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, this is okay though. Still, in my opinion, this is okay though. Still, so I'm going to put a marker spots real quick. This will help me do some other stuff. Okay. All right. Big fat E to represent Edrin and his bullshit.
Okay. I mean, is there any reason not to go there now?
No, I'm assuming that I just put that there because that's when you find him.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you move the token for us down
Give
upon
me
him?
a second. I'm
Well, isn't the token representative of the entire group and not just the party?
I don't know.
that. Okay. Now, as you can see right there, something happens when you go down there.
Of course.
So,
Okay, I've still not got that second spell picked.
let me delete this shit. Oh, when you get to, oh shit, whoops, undo. To where Edrin is, you see his body being rummaged over by a number of hobgoblins. Let me get to that here. Perfect.
This looks fun.
Let me see here. The serious boys ready. Where's the image I used? I had an image for this.
So I just picked up Wilderness Soldiers, which
That's fun.
just have a concept of where trees and undergrowth are.
Okay.
Well, because what that does is within a 30-foot radius of me, trees make melee attacks with a 10-foot reach from their trunks, and undergrowth make grapple combat maneuvers.
So around Edrin's body, let me token for. Oh well. So around Edrin's body, you see hobgoblins
And some other interesting thing?
Those are 2 female hobgoblins.
How many?
There's 6 hobgoblins of various rank.
Okay. Well, today's a good day to fuck shit up, so...
Stop. You know, if we attack them, that they'll know exactly where we are, because this troop did not come back.
Have they noticed us?
Roll stealth.
Okay. It might be that they get a penalty for distance if we're making this decision when we see them first.
Yes. Okay,
Yep.
Let's see here.
Well, the stealthy people would be in front, but not enough to dampen that.
Yeah, and one of them rolled real well. So one of the hoblins go, Ashandiril!
I think I do speak Hobgoblin now.
There they are! Initiatives.
Well, plan B. After we're done killing them, we need to cover up all the weapon attacks with animal attacks.
So you don't want me to burn them?
If you can help it.
No, I mean I can go and find some animals and talk them into eating these guys for us, so it'll look like they did it.
Cool.
So let me find the... Where's it? There we go.
Leon, is your initiative constantly on 22?
I'm apparently lucky.
Yeah. It's been that for the last 3 encounters.
I've noticed.
So yeah. Okay. Let me take a look at the modifier for... Yeah, it's the same. I'll give Mylock that then. Okay, so Mylock. Still muted?
Kevin's not here. He will be taking his turn as he knows he can.
Job. Let me see if this takes care of does I hit their touch? Yeah, that confirms.
Cool.
Gets hurt pretty darn badly.
Add 1 to that.
Is bloodied. One in front is going to drop its bow, grab its great axe, or not? Is it a great axe? No, it's not a great axe. It's battle axe, and attempt to hit Mylock.
Attempts to chop his head off.
Does not hit. The other ones will... Let's see. This one here will try as well. The other two over here will shoot at Snowball. Those were both to try and hit you.
Okay. Marshmallow has he got more AC this level. So
I was also trying to Kevin, yeah, these two down here tried to hit you.
Kevin isn't here again.
no. So
He messaged me just now.
Yes, but he's not in Discord.
Would he be able to use his parry?
theoretically, yeah.
Hey, he's back.
Sorry, that was way longer and stupider than that was supposed to be.
About right.
So, the first one, the second one fails. The first one looks like it succeeds.
So this one gets the parry attack on it.
Okay, and auto fails.
What's up, Maddie?
I'm just confused on the back of it right now.
Alright, so that is... Okay, so 2 damage on this guy then from the riposte. And continue. Okay. Continuing on, Marshmallow gets 12 doesn't hit.
12 does not hit.
So that arrow misses, and fuck, you get an arrow shot towards you. Does 17 hit you?
Yes, it hits.
Clintock, not Mylock.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
What does this do? You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
These guys. Clintock, it is your turn.
Cool. Let's move up a bit there and try to shoot that one.
Ooh, crit confirmed.
Cool. 11 is 16 total.
Okay. Crossbow bolt hits him. A big gout of blood goes out from his chest, and he's not looking good. Agiz.
Do a move. 15, 20. And throwing a bomb at, let's see, this one. And making it this one. Yep. Making it explosive, so I'm doing a 10-foot radius, so that one, that one, and this one at least.
Okay.
Let's roll the damage or to hit.
Okay, that hits. damages.
Yeah, I'm having some. There's some penalties because I have range increment, and I'm guessing she has cover.
Does not have cover.
Okay, so it's 4 less to hit. So 14.
Flatfoot touch.
That's
Yeah, touch.
that hits.
Yep.
So deals the 6 damage, and then versus the what's it? The splash.
Yeah. DC 16.
Okay, let's see here. This was 2. Fail. Let's see. Sit. Yeah, so
Yeah.
everyone except this guy makes it. So this guy fails, sorry. Okay, so you put some damage on them. This guy's not looking good at all.
Yep.
Oh, now it's the soldier's turn. Move up and attempt to strike with her longsword. Assuming an 11 does not hit against Mylock.
Does not hit, no. 15 after a charge.
Second. Would this work as a charge? Charge. Up to Clintock.
Okay. What am I looking at? Oof.
Looking at a female hobgoblin warrior who rushes at you with her longsword.
Yep, that hits.
Damage.
Okay.
And now it's the druid's turn.
All right. Well, I will cast Bull Strength on my kitty cat, and I'll order him to attack and therefore charge this lady. Get him! Plus bite attack. 28 to hit. Not a crit threat.
That hits.
It's not a crit threat, sadly. Plus, let's see. I have Leon damage, so
Yep.
9 points of damage.
That hurts her plenty.
2, 3, 4.
Dalgoic.
Alright, I'll attack the one in front of me. 19 for 6 plus whatever Leon does at this level.
Another
Plus-
one.
Plus 3 precision if that works on that creature. Which it should if it's just an hour. So 9. So it's 2 or is it 1?
It's still 1.
Okay, so that's 10 total.
And based on the damage this one took already,
Yay.
so now it's the other one's turn. This one's going to attempt to hit you with its axe.
Okay, 17.
Should flank.
Well, it's 5-foot steps. Though, only one of them should get to, because they should still move in order. They shouldn't be able to move transient to
At the
each
same
other.
time, yeah.
But like, one would 5-foot step here and then attack, and then this one would 5-foot step and he would get a flank.
Oh, whoops, wrong thing. That was the damage. This thing's abilities. There we go. I mistook the previous one. Well, it doesn't hit.
I don't see it, but I'll trust your judgment. Yeah, it'll be 17. Now that
17 for parry.
Oh no, the 17 would be my AC for this round.
All right. Second one's going to come up. Now it's got more.
No, still won't make it even with. That's including the flanking. Definitely not. And I'm not parrying. I only have 1 point left, and I want to save that for my precise damage. Precision damage.
Dalgoic. Going to receive 2 arrows.
Actually, I do it. Yeah, I just thought of that.
And a miss. So does 24 hit you, Thal?
You're talking to me?
Talking to Thal. Jesus, they need a nat 20 to fucking hit you. Okay. Flintock.
Marshmallow knows how to flank now.
That's cool. 5 foot back and reload. Next.
Geese.
Yeah. Moving up. And throwing a bomb at this one.
Okay.
10-foot square. So I'm taking the 2 next to it, but not my party members, hopefully.
Doesn't look like you're hitting them. 1.
I might be.
Roll D8.
Yeah. Rolling a scatter. Oh, you all done it.
Okay. So that actually lands there, and wait. Who pinged what square? Oh, it's supposed to be clockwise, not counterclockwise. Okay.
I think
All right,
so.
then
Pretty sure, yeah.
In fact, in Starfinder it's the other way, weirdly enough, but in Pathfinder it is clockwise, I'm pretty sure.
It catches the 2 down here in the splash. So let's see if they make their save.
Yeah.
They both take full damage.
Yeah. 6 points.
Mm-hmm. The hurt. Marshmallow is going to be attacked by the Hobgoblin Warrior.
Okay.
And a turn. Your turn.
You don't understand you don't understand the forces you're dealing with right now. Magic Fang. Bite. Though, wait, let me double check that that's right. Nah, it should be a little lower, but still gonna hit. Claw is... Bite. Claw. Claw.
Okay, all hit except the nat 1.
Okay. Okay, so... Let's see. So that's... Oh. 3 plus Leon plus bow strength is 6 plus bow strength is 7. This one is only 6. So 16 spread across 2 attacks.
Okay. Considering everything, that downs her.
Awesome.
This leads to a pair of 5 footsteps.
I'm needed back shortly.
Okay. Dalgowick. Let's see. This one the most. Miss. Okay. Mylock. Okay, 1 second here. The Scout's AC.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
And which one are you attacking? This one?
The one I was flanking, so that'd be 16 to hit.
Hits, that deals full damage, and considering actually that one hasn't really been hit with anything yet.
So that would be
Ending?
13 damage.
Yeah, I don't think that one hasn't really been hit with anything yet. The other one though, this guy.
I'm back. Hello?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
We're here.
Yep.
Does 21 hit you, Mylock? Edge. Okay, so yeah, the parry fails. Alright, and next one is going to own Mylock because they know that if they can get him, they can run away.
Okay. Yeah, that would meet my AC. Okay.
End of their turn.
Alright, move to there and shoot this one. No.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Deals damage.
7
One
points for point blank. And 6 points, say, for half for these two splash damage dudes.
Considering the damage that this guy's taken before. Boom. All right, rolling to see here. That's it.
Yeah, one makes it.
This guy. Dead because of everything. Other guy, still alive.
Yeah. Got 2 of them.
Turn.
Happy.
Guidance and sicken this guy.
Okay.
So then.
Ooh.
17 to confirm.
Arms.
Leon, is your damage multiplied?
No.
Okay. So. Plus 4, 5. 17. Buries
does
its fangs
Snowball-
into its neck. Snowball charges the hobgoblin and buries its fangs into the creature's neck. Like he would with an antelope in the wild.
Alright. It's dead. Is there anything else you do on your turn?
That.
Okay. Are you adding the flanking bonus?
Probably.
Still misses. Have the flanking bonus in it.
Yeah, so that's 16 with flanking for 12 damage.
Yep, so
Awesome, I'm gonna get my point back.
Whoopee-hoo!
Nice.
And it occurs to me, we don't need to get a, It occurs to me we don't need to use Speak with Animals to get some other animals to come, fuck these guys up for us. We have a perfectly good animal who we can pretend mauled them.
Yeah.
So we remove any arrows or anything, and I have Marshmallow maul them, and I try to make sure that he claws over any stab wounds to make them a little harder to recognize.
Yep. Do we need a survival check for that Darby or something?
yes.
Okay, I will roll survival.
7.
I'm gonna turn in now, guys. It's getting late, and I'm supposed to be at work in 6 hours. So
Oh yeah, sure.
thanks for the game, guys.
Yep.
Yep. Bye.
Second. Okay, so you get
31.
6 of the 8. Perfect. The corpses look like they've been ravaged by an entire group of marshmallows.
Good.
So it will be trickier for them to track. And for loot,
Well, animals wouldn't take that, so
Yep.
give me a second. You also get 6 of the 8 provision points that Edrin took back.
Oh, good. I will do that myself. That puts us back up to 95.
yeah, they don't necessarily know that they found Edrin, so Edrin's body we just take back and hide, so we can loot Edrin.
And we should probably expend some potions, and then take the rest
Some
of the
important
potions.
stuff.
Can't take the crossbow or any of the other tools, unfortunately.
So, other important stuff. There is a spyglass and 50 foot of hemp rope attached to a grappling hook.
We can't loot them.
Yeah.
The only things we can loot are like consumables that they might not have had anyway.
Right.
And even then, we should probably leave some.
Do you check one of their notebooks?
Sure.
Yeah, we can read stuff as long as we put it back.
So you that the notebook has some rough maps of the area and notes on water supplies, game trails, and ideal routes for marching large groups.
Ooh, yeah, that's important information. We need to stay away from all of that shit.
Yeah, basically.
And there is a bounty notice that has been given to each of them.
That's weird.
The note reads, Feindar has not been secured to our glorious general satisfaction, and in her name I now offer a bounty of 25 pieces of gold to any member of the Iron Fang Legion who returns reliable information regarding the location of the fugitive human-likes who fled Feindar. The payment is doubled if you instead return their heads. Live captives may be claimed as slaves. All rewards are doubled for the impudent ringleaders of this band. Return all information or heads to my cur of a son, Sergeant Scarvinius. Signed, Lieutenant Scabviston.
Huh.
And this is written in Hobgoblin?
Yes.
Think there's... well, that's just an obvious statement that I don't need to make. Is there actual documentation on the food sources and routes and other notes, Darby?
It's just a general idea.
Okay. So, stating now that we intend to stay away from that shit so they don't find us easily.
I will... If we've been acting so far as if we have paper and utensils, so what I'll do is I'll copy that down.
Yeah.
And leave the journal.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So that's that whole thing. Let me put this down.
Very important thing we need to do here There is a body of one of our former compatriots here that we need to dispose of.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought I said that.
I didn't catch it. I might have been gone for it.
Yeah.
As long as it gets done, I don't care.
Well, it's 4 o'clock and we've had someone need to leave. So.
Yep.
One thing I'll say, Darby, is get like a screen capping thing and screen cap handouts rather than transcribe them.
Okay. All right. This is a good area to stop for now. What were your thoughts on everything going on in this session?
I like it.
I'm a fan, but the more I play this specific adventure path, the more I feel like I'm on one of those old board games where you have colored squares that you're going on, and you reach a spot and then you draw a card. And that card tells you things like, you've been betrayed, somebody has run away with provision points, nothing you can do about it.
It unfortunately is kind of like that.
I'm sorry. I want to apologize for being away for so long. But I did enjoy it and I like this character a lot, and I like I think it's a fun kind of game. It's a different kind of feel than some of the games we played. A little less doom and gloom. I mean, the situation is serious, but it doesn't feel like as serious in some way as like Hell's Rebels did for somehow. I'm not sure why.
Well, I think that's because we all have a united theme, and we've each got a different take on that theme. Versus, like, Hell's Rebels was a bunch of guys that came together to do this specific thing.
Whereas we're all nature people, or...
Yeah. The diversity not existing as much as it could is useful in this specific campaign.
Yeah. I mean, really, only 2 of us are nature-oriented.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not at all really. I'm not quite as a city foppish guy as I original plan, but I'm definitely not, not used to
True.
living in the nature.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to be here. He's not like, oh, nature. But he's excited to be finally useful. That's his big thing. Like he wanted it to be useful, but he saw as the little halfling, he's not going to be able to do anything, so he's brushed off to the side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what do you think so far, Darby?
It's interesting, that's for sure. I'm just trying to make sense of things and try to keep things going the way that it's intended. Because there's a lot of things about where you're supposed to go first and stuff. Counters before the 2 major areas are supposed to be kind of randomized, but way in which it makes sense. Not gonna, you're not gonna pop up at the place that's intended to be your permanent shelter. Go back to Auburn. She does mention that that's still important.
Yeah, well, I mean, we need to lose the trail of these guys first, so I imagine that in the best instance, I would hope that the permanent shelter isn't on the forest map.
About that.
Because if it is, there's a little bit of short-sightedness in that. But...
Okay. I'll stop the stream.
Yeah, sure.